Hi everybody, I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb, and we are at the ARTyRV Glass Studio. It's glass night tonight, and we are so happy to be here. We hope you all have had a great weekend.
Yeah, a little holiday weekend. I hope everybody's had a safe weekend. Lots of bad weather all over the country. If you're trying to get home and watching us on your phone in the airport high, don't be discouraged. You are on your way.
Yeah, we hope you all are safe from these storms that are rolling through the area. We hope they haven't ruined your Memorial Day weekend, but there's always next weekend, right? We hope you had fun.
Yeah, so hey,
despite the storms.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in to the ARTyRV channel tonight. And those of you that are watching this on the rerun, welcome. We'd like to invite you to continue to watch our channel, and hopefully in hopes that it'll help you within your stained glass endeavors.
So welcome everyone. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. That helps show the YouTube that you like what we're doing and you want to see more of what we do, and that's how you tell them that you like what we're serving up tonight and every other day.
Just a thumbs up or
subscribe.
Subscribe to our channel. And hey everybody, Ray's in the house. Thank you, Ray, for everything you do. We appreciate it. Let's give Ray a big thumbs up. He's going to be working hard tonight, I'm sure.
Thank you, Ray. Thanks for all
you do. He works hard every night.
Happy Memorial Day, and we hope everyone, it's not happy, it's a grateful Memorial Day. Thank you very much
for your service.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Always like this time of year and during the other holidays for our veterans, I always enjoy watching the flags go out at Arlington National Cemetery where my father's buried. So
yeah, we enjoyed watching the services on television, and we hope you all got to enjoy some of that as well. So yes, today is a day of thankfulness and gratefulness and remembrance. So thank you everyone for taking time out of your day and coming and visit us.
To join us, yeah.
To join us. And if you have a question, just put it in the chat. We'll be very pleased to answer it for you.
Well, Barb, I guess we could get started on some questions. You know, we have a demo tonight, and y'all, I have to apologize to everybody out there in YouTube world, because I know my limitations, and I didn't write down that I needed to grab some fractures and stringers at the shop while we were there early this morning, and I completely forgot about it. However, I have made a note, and we will be showing you how to work with fractures and streamers next Monday night, and that's a promise. My note is right here, right there.
We do have a short about that. So,
we do have a short,
look at
yeah.
Our shorts. We have one that's up and pretty popular,
But
I think.
we're going to be cutting a textured glass tonight. We're also going to be cutting a white opal glass. Those of you that work on opalescent glass and you don't hear your cutter scoring the glass, we want you to feel just relieved that everybody's the same way. Nobody hears their cutter scoring usually white glass or pink glass. Several different glasses that are available out there to you that you won't hear your score, and we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight.
Okay, here's a question. MB Volker, we're doing a repair on a lead cane piece that seems to have never been puttied. The lead sagged away in spots but was easily smoothed back. Should we putty it?
You know, I think if whoever built it and you're just doing a simple repair, I think that if it hadn't been puttied the first time, yeah.
It did say it was a 12 by 12.
It's a 12 by 12. You know, one thing about if you do glaze that little 12 by 12, you're going to be able to polish the lead up really nice, and it will definitely look really good. The other thing, you don't need to putty it, but I would definitely take the time to polish the lead for sure.
Okay, but his dilemma is if he's going to putty it, he's only got a 12 by 12 window, so he's got a small amount of putty to mix. So how would he do?
Well, I wouldn't even. What I would do is I would take some glazing compound, put it in your hand, and mix it up, and put a little bit of black paint in it, and make it gray. And then I would just putty it by hand without it. You know, I don't think I would try to make. If you're not going to be using it, don't make a big batch of putty like we show you online, because it's going to take a while to use it. It will still, I mean, it's not going to go bad or anything, but yeah, I think I would use my glazing compound, a little bit of black paint, mix it up, make it very pliable, and then put it in with your thumb, and you should be fine. So, and you know what, Barb? I wanted to thank everybody from the past and the present, and maybe even the future. Those of you that purchase stickers and things like that from the ARTyRV channel, you have no idea how much it helps us in our creative process. It helps us keep our equipment up and running. And so those little things, all those little things, you may not think that it's a whole lot, but when you donate money to the ARTyRV channel, it's greatly appreciated. So just want to go ahead and thank you up front for any of your donations.
Ray's put that video up for the short, so after the live tonight.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray. After the live tonight, you can see that streamer short. Okay, Dee Dee, welcome to the ARTyRV Fan Club. Thank you. And we had another new member that came in tonight.
Thank you, Dee Dee. We're going to go ahead and get the light going for you, too.
And Ann Dahl.
Hey, Ann.
Now.
Well, thank you for becoming a member of the ARTyRV Fan Club.
Yes, so we have some new members. Magali's getting ready for her summer vacation. I hope you're going to stop by. Please let us know if you are stopping by with an email, because for some reason my scheduling...
Yeah, we had a bummer, but anyway, it worked out.
My scheduling program failed me, and so I did not get an email, but if you will personally email me and let me know that you are coming.
You're on your way.
It was a crazy week with Memorial Day and everything, and our voicemail was full, so no one could leave us a message. And
we were out of town because our youngest grandson was graduating high school. So, I mean, we had a lot going on this week. No excuses, but anyway.
So I missed an appointment, and I apologize. It was crazy, but that won't happen again. That's never happened before, but it happened to me this past
It happened
week.
to
I
us
felt
this
terrible.
week, yeah. So we appreciate that.
Jason,
Jason,
thank
hey.
you. Thank you, Jason.
Jason.
You are the best, Jason. I was just thinking about you earlier today, and here you are right here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We've missed you, Jason.
We have. I hope everything's working out in the new facility.
So thank you so much.
Thank you, Jason.
Did you put the light on for
I did,
Jason?
yeah.
Okay.
I had that thing going for him.
All right. So you guys, if you have a question, just put it in the chat. We'll be happy to answer it. And I don't know what GCP glass cutting is, Jules. You'll have to tell me what GCP glass cutting is. I have no idea. Okay, do we have a question up here? If not, I'll take this question down here. Let's see. I believe we're good.
Are we back down on the bottom there,
yeah,
babe?
Jules, tell me what GCP is. Okay, here's a question.
Okay.
Julie Bison. I am trying to make an antique brass patina because I cannot seem to be able to order it anywhere. Any ideas or recipes?
Antique brass patina.
Have you tried mixing black and copper?
Well, have you tried just mixing black patina and salt? If you're trying to do it with
No, just antique.
on copper or brass, and you're trying to create a color.
Yeah, the only patinas I know that are made commercially are black
And copper.
I might be wrong.
Well, and then they make black for lead, and they make black for zinc. But as far as an antique brass, the only way I know to do it is how I do my my lamp vase caps, which is with black patina, steel wool, and salt. And that oxidizes it. And it doesn't turn it black. It makes it almost like an antique color, but that works on on brass. I'm not sure what it's going to do to your copper foil.
Yeah, I'd experiment with do a, if you have a soldering notebook, you might want to get that out and do some tests. Test your
Yeah, your soldering notebook.
Test different dilutions of your copper patina with your black patina. Just use an eyedropper, kind of figure it out, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, whatever. You should be able to get something pretty close to brass
you may
with
be
black
able
and
to.
copper. I think. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're going to have to play with that.
Yeah, because
Karen says she does it. She mixes copper and black.
Okay. Well, there you go, Karen.
That's the only thing I know. I don't know any other answer. Pauline said she would like to thank everyone for their service, whoever has been in the service.
Thank you, Pauline.
Thank you, Pauline. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
awesome.
everyone. Okay, Magali's going to stop on her way back. Okay, definitely give us an email if you are, Magali. Carol, I'm looking at the 3-piece hanging behind Ed. I'm wondering why it wasn't made as a single piece. Why was it separated into 3 sections? Because it's an actual window.
It's an actual sash for a house. Yeah, it's an actual window.
It's a sash that goes in a house. All the windows were like, all the top windows, looks like a top sash.
It is. It's a top sash. The bottom ones weren't like that.
And the bottom ones would have been plain, so yeah. Or it could have been a transom. I'm not really sure what it was, but definitely was a window.
When we got it,
like
what
that.
it was a mess.
Yeah, so we brought that in for a repair. DS has a question.
Okay.
When framing a window, please explain the dynamics of the screws when hanging with side hooks. On the video, you use top hooks to hang. I hung vertical also. Well, if you're going to hang it from the side,
Like this.
then the screws will go in the top.
Right. So you put if you're going to hang you're going to make your frame so that your window hangs vertical. You want your screws to go in from the side. That way they're not pulling on the screws itself. And very seldom, if never, do you ever put your eye hooks in the side of the frame, because then they're hanging like this on the wood, and they can do that very easily. So your screws and your glue go in from the side, and your eye hooks go in from the top, and that way this is pulling against this, and you don't have the problem of separation.
Right, and your eye hooks are doing just what they're supposed. They're pulling this way. They're not pulling up like this.
Yeah, because they will. Your eye hooks eventually will just bend. They may not break.
And you might not even notice it, but it's just the way that we were taught is the top with the screws in the side.
Yeah, well, it only makes sense if you think about the dynamics and the structural capability of a screw a eye hook going in this way versus this way. So I'm always thinking about stuff falling out or falling apart.
Yes. Julie said she'll put her science hat on and experiment with the salt, and she'll try a few things.
Okay, hey Julie, good to see you, hon.
Thank you, Robin. Robin became a member tonight.
All
and
right,
we want to
Robin.
Thank Robin.
Did you get the light going for Robin tonight?
I did.
You did?
I did.
All right,
Thank you, Robin.
You got the light twice, Robin.
Yes, we are so happy. We have, I think we have 67 members. So yay.
Yeah, and
we're growing.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please go ahead and do so, because last check, we needed 5 subscribers to hit the 28,000 mark.
I meant members. 65 members, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think during tonight's show, guys,
Yeah.
we're probably going to hit 28,000 subscribers. And the only reason we did that is because of you guys. And
Yes.
thank you so much.
So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe so you can be one of the 28,000 viewers
That's
and
right.
subscribers.
So we're just like that far away from 100,000 subscribers, y'all.
Yes.
It's all coming together. So, all right, Barb, do we have any questions in there?
Yeah, Yeah, Carol says, I use bent hooks that are made specifically to attach to the side of the frame for stained glass. Okay.
Well, yeah, if they're bent and you're going to screw them in, but they're still hanging from the top. They're not hanging from the side.
Well, she said they're made to hang from the side
Well.
of the frame. Then you would put your screws, if they're going to hang from they attach to the side.
Yeah,
of
they
the
attach
frame.
to the side, but the hook's still up at the top. So
I got you.
I've seen
Okay.
them. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Nancy says she could really use some tips on neatly soldering a zinc frame to the piece.
Well, here's the thing. You're working with two, I guess, completely different metals, or unless even if you're working with copper foil and zinc, the zinc has to be cleaned really well before you try to do any kind of soldering with it, because the zinc is an extruded metal as well, and the extrusion or the dies have to be lubricated, and that lubricant is on the zinc. So if you'll clean that up first, soldering the zinc won't be a problem. But if it's copper foil, you're all right. But if you're doing lead and putting a zinc frame around it, you're going to have a serious temperature difference, and be careful not to melt your lead. So what you want to do is do several tests and get the heat on your soldering iron just right, so that you know that when you go to solder the lead to the zinc, that you're not going to lose the lead. So just run a couple of tests, and I think you'll probably work out just fine.
Practice on some scraps
Definitely, for sure.
till you get your heat just right.
Yeah, because
That's the hard part.
Your heat can be hotter when you're doing copper foil, but you want to and attaching it to zinc, but you want to make sure that it's not too hot, because then you're going to start breaking glass. So there's like you're right in the middle there. So
That's right.
that's right.
Let's see. I saw a question. Julie answered. GCP is granite cat's paw. So I guess she wants to see.
Well, that's a
us.
Kokomo. Yeah.
Yeah, see us cut a granite cat's paw.
Okay. Well, I don't have any here at the house, but
He'll put it on his
I'll
list.
put it on my list.
I'm gonna have to make sure he remembers to take that list.
Granite cat's paw. Are you having trouble cutting it, or?
Probably they want to see some texture glass. Next week will be
Okay.
the week for texture glass, guys. So
Oh, and don't forget, next week is Viewer Showcase,
Showcase.
everybody.
So don't forget, June 3rd, viewer showcase. Send us a picture of your work and a brief description, a good quality picture so everyone can see it, and we'll put it up on the
And
YouTube.
we'll blast it all over
all
the world
over the
for
world
you.
for you.
We sure will. Because everybody deserves to see your work. So.
Yeah. So Nina wants to know.
Hey, Nina. Oh, tell Les I got the sailboat back in the house.
No, this is Nina,
Oh, okay.
not Lena.
Oh, Lena.
Nina.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, Nina. Hey, Nina.
Question: can you recommend a transparent hot pink stained glass? I can't seem to find a true hot pink.
Oh, a hot pink is really tough to find, and in the blown glass they make a really pretty hot pink.
The only manufacturer I can think of that would have a hot pink transparent would be
Bullseye. Yep.
So why don't you actually call Bullseye and ask them if they're making it? They probably only make it every once in a while. It's probably extremely expensive.
Yeah, it's probably $50-$60 a pound, but I would definitely call Bullseye, because I'm guessing, like Barb said, that's probably going to be your best bet, because they make such a variety of colors.
So maybe you could look through their
Yeah, go to their website.
go to their website and see.
Yeah.
But I think that they've got a pink. I don't know how hot it is, but yeah, you're gonna have a hard time finding that.
Yeah, so
There might be one.
yeah, and Carol R, she's there. She's a half hour from Bullseye, so she's there all the time. She may have seen something similar to what Lena's looking for.
Okay, Mary Beth says her local woodworker who is making framing for them has some cedar available, any reason not to use it.
No, I would use it.
Yeah.
Cedar's good. Cedar's a good. Cedar's a good wood. You have cypress is a good wood. All these different woods that moisture doesn't affect them, and cedar's going to make quite the beautiful frame for you too. So, especially if it's rough cut, if he's not going to run it through the.
She's. I'm trying to turn. Let's see. Where is it? There she is. Okay.
She just got back from her
Her
WALK, guys. There she is. She's trying to show. She's showing off her muscles.
Is copper foil safe to put outdoors?
Yes, sure. You can put copper foil stuff outside. You sure can. I have a lot of pieces that get brought to us, basically to get them cleaned up because they've been outside for a few years and they just need to be cleaned up. So.
Kevin wants to know if I want to order some lead cane that is 3/16 round C with a high heart, what part number do I ask for? Is that a quiz? Is that
a quiz? Because if you want to, well, your use, you have two different sizes. You have a 86 and you have a 89. If I had the profiles in front of me, I could tell you the part number. But you can go to Sunshine Glass and pull down their profiles of their lead and their part numbers, and you could go ahead and use that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Right?
That's good.
I had in when we do our lead class, like we have another lead class this weekend, a lead cane class, I give everybody a folder, and in that folder are all the lead profiles that are available. I just don't have it right here with me in front of me. So,
right.
Yeah, but pull down the profiles and a high heart. You're not going to want to use anything bigger than 3/16 on a U shape anyway. And it's going to be, they do make a round U and they do make a flat U. So,
Carol said she does get some transparent pink tips and tails at Bullseye. They're gorgeous and cheap. So there you go. They do have it. But you might have to go to Bullseye to get it.
Yeah, well, Carol lives so close.
Find out which distributors sell it.
Right.
Cranberry is what Carol said it's called.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, you're right. It's expensive, Carol, because I have about 5 sheets of it.
Ray put their telephone number up.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, give them a call there at Bullseye because they're happy to help you. And don't be in shock. Don't be in shock when they tell you how much it is.
Yeah, you want it.
You want it? They got it.
They got it. That's right.
And it'll make a beautiful window. Thank you, Ray, for doing that for us. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, if you have a question, just put it in the chat and we'll be happy to answer. Let's see. I was going to tell everyone about the next week, but we've already told them, right? Next week, Viewer Showcase.
Viewer Showcase. And don't forget, and don't send them in on Sunday because Barb has to get them home. Try to get them in early, everybody, and get, so that we can have a beautiful Viewer Showcase. Next week, it's fractures and streamers, and we're cutting granite cat's paw, and we're working with textured glasses, and we're gonna get rid of the myth that textured glasses are hard to cut.
Yeah, and tomorrow I get to go to the eye doctor.
That's right, Barb. It's exciting.
So, I'm getting my eyes done.
She's getting her cataracts removed.
I'm getting my cataracts removed. I'll be able to read your questions. I won't be squinting all the time. I'll be able to edit my videos again because I've had extremely hard time editing with this problem I got with my eyes going on right now. So I can only see out of this side, I can only see out of one side, and then this side.
So if I go back here, she can't see me. So yeah,
it's crazy. I have to look like this to be able to see.
Right. So we're happy that she's getting it done because we had quite the time her bringing me home from the hospital.
And I won't have glasses anymore, so that'll be a great
She's
thing.
so beautiful without her glasses.
So yeah,
Yeah, you know,
I
Michael.
see a big improvement in my editing too.
Michael, I agree with you. Not a lot of people do actually, you know, realize what today is all about. And today's all about all those men and all of our service men and women that never made it home. And, you know, they're the ones that made it home were were very lucky. The ones that didn't make it home is the reason we're here, everybody. So,
That's
you know,
what
they
today
made,
is about.
yeah, they made the ultimate sacrifice, and that's why we live exactly the way we do, y'all. So don't ever forget our veterans, and don't ever forget the ones that made the ultimate sacrifice. So, and if you've never had the opportunity to go to DC and you know, look at the Vietnam Wall, or even take the time. I know that some people don't do things like that, but take the time to go to Arlington National Cemetery. It'll make you think. Yeah, take the time to go to Arlington National Cemetery, because it will. It'll definitely make you think, you guys. It'll definitely make you think.
Pauline wanted to know if we're going to be taking pictures of animals next week. No, only because I'm just having a hard time so far doing what I have to get done with my minimal vision, and I just don't think I can take.
Well, we're gonna,
any
yeah,
more
because the pet
photos.
things are gonna be like quarterly. We're not gonna be doing them monthly. We're gonna be doing the pets like quarterly, right, Barb? Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah, well,
Probably
that'll be
quarter.
coming up soon.
Yeah,
I'll let y'all know.
it's getting close.
As soon as I can see. Okay. Okay. I'll be wearing sunglasses outside, I'm sure, for a while.
Yeah, I think so.
Had it done, don't worry. Pauline says it's easy. Mary Beth said her mom had them done and sees better. Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to see 20/20, and I've never done that before.
I was gonna say she hadn't seen me at 20/20 for 40 years.
I'm so looking forward to being able to see. Because when I've always been nearsighted, and I've always been a reader, so I've been able to always read without my glasses, and now I can't read with them, without them, or anything. So it's difficult. You don't realize.
But it's going to be a joy.
It's going to be great. Yes.
For her to be able to relax again, to be able to read again, and to be able to see to drive again.
Yeah, to drive. Carol says she's been to the American Cemetery in Normandy. Oh, that must have been so moving.
That must have been something,
It was
Carol.
deeply moving, she said.
Yeah.
JR, and you can drive at night. Yay. I know. It's terrible. You can't drive at night with your eyes bad.
Right.
Okay, if you have a question, just put it in the chat, or I might have Eddie start on a
Well, and
demo.
we're gonna remind everybody of
yeah.
the Stained Glass Association of America that their annual conference is coming up, and so we want to make sure. And you can contact them and find out all about the conference at stainedglass.org. So that's stainedglass.org, and you can find out anything you want. And this year it's in Kansas City, Missouri, y'all. So and hopefully it'll be after tornado season. But
Yes.
it is. It's October 6th, so there's very few storms in the Midwest
Okay.
at that given time, Barb. So.
Okay, I think you're ready.
I'm ready.
I think you're ready.
So I have this really pretty red glass here, and I'm trying to think of how I can
Let me.
show you that it's
You
red.
can't see it.
Can't see it.
You can't.
It's really red. You know, that's the thing. And I didn't
put it
have
on
any
a-
red opal.
Just lift it up off of there a little bit. See if that'll help. That's red. It's red. You can see it's red.
There you go. Put some white glass behind it. I don't know. So anyway, we're just going to do this real. The first thing we're going to do is what Ed likes to do is eliminate the big pieces, because we don't need those. So when we're cutting this, I'm going to use my silver schnitz because I can get in all around this.
We can't see the cutting though. There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
is that
might
better?
work. Might be better.
Okay, so now this piece of glass, y'all, is a Kokomo. And it's a red, and I cannot hear my score until I get right there. Okay. So we're gonna pick up our silver snits, and we're gonna make sure. So as I go down, I'm gonna turn these, and I'm gonna go back here, and I'm gonna turn these again. And there we go. Okay. Even Mary liked that. So here we go. We're going to cut this other side. And y'all, there are very few score noises coming out of this glass cutter. She can have a, you know what I mean. So we want to make sure, y'all, that we so you can see this. I'm going to turn that. Just like that. Just like that. And just like that. Okay. Oops. So Barbara's getting the dog a snack. Now this is the white, and you can not hear it, just like I can't hear it. But yeah, this is the white, and you're gonna hear, just like I do, nothing. It's funny how some of it is soft and some of it is hard, and we're cutting both sides of this at the same time. So now, you know, if we were copper foiling this, we would have to, all this would have to be ground. And okay, so now we're going in, and we're going in again, and we're going in one more time. So we can see this jaw, and you can see how it turns. And the reason that we can get all of this out is because we can turn this jaw, and we can chase the run. And you know, we had a question. We had a question last week, Barb. And
Turned over.
yeah, they need to be switched over. But so we had we had a question last week about following the run. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Somebody.
What do you mean by following?
What do you mean
chasing the run. What do you mean by chasing the run?
Okay. So chasing the run is, let's chase one. Here we
Okay,
go.
chase it.
We're going to chase it. So by chasing the run, you're staying behind. You're staying behind. We're just going to start this. Just like that. Okay, so chasing the run, you can see the light refraction here, and the light refraction goes to right here. So when I'm talking about chasing the run, y'all, what I'm doing is I'm staying behind the run, which we've already talked about, which is right here. I'm staying behind the run, and I'm going to chase it again. Okay, so now I've chased it all the way to here. See it? You can see the refraction of the glass, okay? So now I'm going to come right here, right directly behind the run again, everybody. And then I'm going to squeeze. Now I've chased that run from start to finish. And it came off exactly like it was supposed to. It's really a good feeling when you can do that. And now we're going to try and chase a run with our grousing pliers, because I'm going to take off so little that our running pliers aren't going to work anyway. And I have, I'll get my silversmiths out here. So here you can see I'm not starting on the very edge. I'm taking my index finger knuckle underneath with my thumb on top, and I'm pulling down and away. Now the reason that this isn't going to work with your running pliers is you can see it right there. There's so much outside here, then the centerpiece can't become the fulcrum. Okay, so that's not going to work for you. But if you'll take and use, you know, your hand tools are used for different things. Your grousing pliers are used for exactly what we're doing right here. And remember, when we put this on there, we're not going all the way to the edge, and we're using our index finger, our top thumb, and now see, we're just holding the glass. See that? We're just holding the glass. We're not squeezing it. Just like that. Boom. Down and away, y'all. So I just want to tell you that that's
Okay.
pretty good. What we got going on there.
All right.
So anyway, I just wanted to share that
I got
with
to-
you. I just wanted, woo! I just wanted to share that with you. So either way, whether you're doing, you know, we didn't have a pattern. We just used a piece of glass as a pattern. So either way, and whichever plier you decide to use, chasing the run. She's so funny, isn't she?
She's funny, all right.
She's funny, all right.
Thank you, Ed. That was great.
But chasing the run is the way to ensure that is if you stay behind that run, it'll follow your score. It's
Right.
when you get ahead of it that it won't come back. Okay?
Right. That was a good explanation, and
I
make
think-
sure everybody sees
I
that.
think so. So we'll probably
On
do
the
a short on
yeah.
that. And we'll probably do a short.
Okay, we had a couple questions come in. If
Okay.
I can get her to be quiet. Let's see, how long will you have to stay in the hospital? It's outpatient surgery, and each eye is a couple days and a couple weeks recovery, so
Yeah.
no big deal. They tell me it's no big deal, so.
She'll
I'm
be in
looking
surgery for a couple hours and then home.
Yeah, and I think 2 days at home, something like that.
Wow,
And I
I'm
can
looking forward to
see.
that. I look forward to
Yeah,
2 days
yeah.
with you.
But then 2 weeks later, I get the other one done, and then I say I don't know when I'll start my whole deal, but
Your whole
by
process.
August, I should be able
Yeah, I
to.
think by the time August rolls around, she's gonna.
Pauline wanted to know what color the red was.
Pauline, I don't know, hon. It looks to me, honestly,
She said a wine red.
it's an English muffle.
Is it an English muffle? English muffle red.
It's an English muffle red, hon. It's one of the. It's not even a red. It's more of a.
Wine.
It's a winey color.
Yeah, that's what she said. Wine.
It's a winey
Okay.
color, Pauline.
Vicki Lynn said Class C PK Metals in Canada once made an antique brass patina for solder. Label says contains nickel sulfate. So if you can get nickel sulfate, I don't know
Yeah.
how you do that. I am Alan
Huh,
says,
that's
was that
something.
white glass $2.45 a square? Yes.
It used to be $2.45 a square.
I don't
yeah.
know how old
This is
it
a
is.
Spectrum, y'all. This is a spec S200,
Must be from the 80s.
and yeah, I don't
Has
see
to
a
be
date.
from the 80s.
$2.45 a square foot. Phew, those days are gone, guys. Whew. That was a blast from the past.
That's right. Carol R., sometimes when you're scoring a piece, you run all your scores before breaking the glass. It seems like sometimes you don't run your score to the edges. Can you maybe explain how to do this?
Well, I don't run my scores all the way to the edge, and I'm not real sure why I don't do that, but I've been doing it for like 43 years, and a lot of times I won't even start. A lot of times, let me get a glass that we can all see. A lot of times I won't even start,
I know what
on the very edge, and coming off of the edge, when I first started doing stained glass, I would come off the edge. And when I came off the edge, I was breaking the glass. So this is something, I think me not going to the edge is something that is right here in the back of my head every time, because I don't want to break the glass. Because sometimes, when you come off and the back end of your cutter head catches that piece of glass, there's always that chance it could run it out with no problem. So, and to be able to, let's see, let's do this. Let's do this right here. To take a score, and there's my marker. So to take a cut, let's just cut this like that. So if I'm taking out this is my piece that I want right here, and I've got this little bit. Carol, all I'm doing is I take that out. I take that out. Now see, I still didn't come off, but I went to the edge because you can hear it. And then I just take this. We're going to flip this over. And not on the edge, remember, down and away. So there's the piece that I wanted to keep. And there's no reason, even, if you have a piece that looks like this, there's no reason why you can't, cut these pieces first, score them. Now, taking this apart, because we want to keep that and this, is you just have to remember where you're at. And so the next break is going to be the long one, right? And our next break is going to be the short one. So now we have all of these, and that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted those two pieces of glass to look just like that. So I don't go off the edge because I'm gun shy of cracking the glass. When I take my, thank you, Barb. When I take my my cutter and I don't start on the very edge and I don't finish off at the edge, Carol, I think it's just one of those things that are, it's a technique, not really a technique. It's just what I have developed and how I cut glass and how I've developed my glass cutting skills over the past 43 years.
Thank you, Ed.
Does that make any sense?
I think so.
I hope so.
When chasing the run, how do you keep from squeezing the pliers too hard?
Well, here's the thing, okay? So when you're doing straight lines, chasing the run isn't really something that you can do. It's very difficult. So, but when you're chasing the run around curves, okay, inside and outside curves, when you're doing that, your running pliers won't take a lot of it anyway. Your running pliers will go down and they'll only run it so far, and then it goes into a curve and your running pliers aren't going to take that around. So this is why I chase the run, is because it won't go around itself, so you have to stay behind it and push it. Kind of like drive it, you have to push it. So if we want to, can do the small camera there, Barb, please? So we're going to try, and here we go. We're going to get
There's a tornado warning
here.
in Dallas.
Oh boy.
Be safe, you guys.
Okay, so we're gonna take this. Now this is probably gonna break right here because it's just 1/8 of an inch. And actually, you know what? It didn't, which is really weird. But I will say this. Now, when I squeezed my silver schnitz, it wouldn't take the run any further than right there. So now, because where I am, I have to grab my grousing pliers. That's how narrow that piece of glass is right there, y'all. So I have to get behind my score, behind my run. Now I've run it to right here, okay? So I'm gonna take my silver schnitz and I'm gonna turn my head sideways. And I'm gonna run it some more. Here we go.
Thank you, Michael.
There we go. Okay.
Nice, nice, nice.
So the reason it's called chasing the run is because you're running pliers. Oh, let me just show one thing real quick. Barb.
Okay.
Even on a straight line, and I'm not sure who we're talking to, but even on a straight line, you can stop the running pliers anywhere you want. So I could have squeezed it a lot harder and ran it out, watch. Okay. But instead, I'm going to start my my run, and then I'm going to finish it with my grousers. So I want to start this, and it's just, it's just a feeling. And if you squeeze it and it's a straight line, here we go. If you squeeze it and it's a straight line, it's okay to go out. But when you're trying to take this out, your running pliers might get you to right there, but they're not going to get you around that curve right there. So you're going to have to chase that, just like that.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So you guys are really letting the super stickers flow tonight. Thank
Yes,
you guys very
thank
much.
you guys
Thank
so
you.
much. We do
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you, Michael and Loka. We appreciate it
Thank
so
you,
much.
Locom. I dropped a
Thank you
square.
so
I'll be
much.
right back.
That-
Hold on.
You were dropping things everywhere. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, we have another question. Have another question. Thank you all. We appreciate you guys. Okay,
Yeah, we really appreciate that.
thank you so much. Can you show us the best way to cut pieces with sharp points? Oh, there's another question before that. Let's answer this and then you can do a demo on sharp points.
Okay, all right.
What is the best paint to use to design a face on a piece of glass? Also, can you heat paint on glass in the oven?
Well, they make very specific paints that go in the oven. And Magali, if you're still in the house, I think they're
Yeah.
called Pebos or Pablos or Pablos. but-
Pabio.
Pabios. But those are the paints that can go in the oven. And yeah, you can get a face out of that. The other thing is the Roche
Pabio.
paints. Thank you, Magali. And the Roche paints are high fire paints, which are 1250 or above, depending on the color. And those are the paints that are permanent to the glass. I'm not sure about the Pibios.
Now we have in our Amazon store, we have a book in the book section. It is Painting on Glass book, and it's from the Stained Glass. It's
Right.
Chapter 13
It's chapter 13, yeah,
of Stained Glass Association's
of
big
America.
book. It's chapter 13 from that book, and it teaches you how to paint. And in that class, it teaches you how to paint a face. So go there,
Yes,
right? Doesn't
does.
it take
Yeah,
you
it
walk
teaches
you
you
through the
a
steps?
very simple face, an
But it'll
outline,
get you
but it does
started
get
with
you
the
started.
colors
Yeah,
and all that.
and it'll explain
And
all the
I
paints to
think
you.
that book is just like $20.
I think it's
something like-
25. Yeah, each
something like
section is
that.
$25. Yeah.
So,
So they've taken a book that is probably several thousand pages, and they've pulled what I think are the most, well, the whole book is important, but what I think they've pulled the most important chapters out that are the most asked questions.
yeah, and we
How to
have
do rebar, how to reinforce your windows, all
lighting
lighting.
and that kind of thing.
Yeah. So you just have to take a look at the chapters that are available, rather than spending $12 or $1,500 on the book itself. You can buy the chapters for $25.
I have a request to show how to cut points, the best way to cut points in glass. Pauline said, couldn't you just turn it upside down and get the run from the other side,
From the other end.
from the other end?
Yeah, you can run it back into it, but if it's curved, you're still going to have to get behind it and chase it into itself one way or the other. But yeah, that's a good point, Pauline. You can always, guys, you can start your run on one end and flip the glass around and run it back to itself. All of those things are possible because you're doing it to the glass. The glass will do anything that you want it to do as long as you have the patience for it. So.
And watch that run where it's
Watch
going.
that run.
Keep your eye on the run.
And sometimes you can even take the glass when it's got a run in it. You can take the glass and actually move it before it runs all the way out. So yeah, that's a thumbs up. That's right.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Where do you get your arm protectors? We get them from Amazon. They're on our Amazon page. And I think I put some different color ones in there.
You did, because you got a bunch of colored
I
ones
got a
in the
bunch
mail
of
the other day.
pink and gray and
Yeah, so they
light
have
blue,
gray and navy blue and
black,
black.
whatever you want.
Yeah.
They're actually made, I think, to cover up tattoos and stuff, but they're
well, they are, but
great
I
to
just they're
protect your
great
arm.
for because when I'm working on a leaded window, I don't need all that lead exposure in my forearms, So I wear these, and tonight it's just because I feel like being red, white, and blue, y'all.
Karen said she did a live in her studio, but had to get off to come watch here. Thank you, Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
We
I appreciate that.
And I hope your project is going very well.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you should get some tattoo sleeves, some sleeves that look like tattoos. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'll be on the lookout for those.
Okay, yeah, where did I see those at? I don't know. Alan, you're too funny, buddy.
Yeah. But now we got to cut some points, and Carol says she hasn't had any luck doing the inside 90 degree yet. Yeah, it takes
Not
a little
yet. It
practice.
takes a little bit of practice.
Yeah, so just be patient and try it.
And sometimes, Carol, on that is just being able to get that run started ever so slightly. Because if you can't get it started from both ends, usually it'll run itself out. So start the run on both ends and then tap that center curve. And remember, rotate the glass. Don't try to get a perfect 90 degrees because it won't come out at all. But just turn that glass and if you were going to do a radius, it would be a 16th inch radius. That's how big it would be. Not very big at all. So.
Okay, so running points, and then someone asked about an inverted triangle. I don't know what that means. If you
What?
want us to cut in 3D, I don't know. An inverted triangle, what is it? Tell me what it is. A triangle, and I just turn it.
And you turn it over, and you put the point at the bottom. And
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Explain that. Okay. Okay.
This is beautiful glass here. This red. This red is just beautiful glass.
Okay, Dee Dee's been working on that as well. No luck.
Okay, that's all right, guys. Here's the piece that I took out. There's the piece that I took out. I'll put it on my sleeve.
Okay.
There's the
But we
piece.
need you to cut some points.
All right, get the point. Let's get a point out of here. Here we go.
Max meant, the 90 degree and within a stained glass, I guess. I don't know. But he's going to cut some points and let us think on that.
Yeah, because let me get rid of this.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
So when you're doing points, guys, and when you're cutting points, like let's just do this right here. All right, so when you're cutting points, I'm going to use my running pliers here. That point goes way down there. It's sharp as. Okay, so now I was able to get that point out, and now I'm going to go down and I'm going to go to another point. So what you find is if you use your grousing pliers, that point down there, if I hold this and pull down with my grousing pliers, pull down with my grousers like that, that point's not going all the way to the end because I'm putting pressure to the outside. Now, I'm just going to hold my glass.
Move down this way a little bit so they can.
And I'm
There.
gonna hold my glass, and I'm gonna use my index finger and my thumb, and I'm gonna pull down from that side. And guess what? That point came out. You see it? So if we were to do that again, which just means I'm gonna go from the other side, and I pull down. And I pull down with my grousing pliers. That came off, but it came off about that much too short from what I wanted. See it? So it came off too short. Put it on the white paper there. So if you're trying to get points out, a lot of it will depend on how you pull down and away. I pull down with this, and look at that point, y'all.
That's perfect.
Look at that, okay? So, cutting points does take practice. I'm not going to tell you you're going to jump right in and cut all the points that you can all at one time, because they take a lot of patience. But what I will tell you is that when you pull down and away, when your grousing pliers need to be holding the glass that you want, and you need to be breaking it from the other side of the point. Oh, there I am again.
There you are.
Wow.
Okay.
So, but you know what?
What?
That right there,
That's nice.
that's exceptional.
It
Okay?
is. That's a good.
That's a point. So, and you know what I was going to say, Barb, is if you take the time to draw a point in your window, go ahead and take the time to cut it so everybody can see it.
And so, Mary Beth was asking about a point like on a beak that's just got like a slight curve, like a hummingbird, where it would be like a slight curve.
Yeah, and
Okay, well, let me change it. Oh, that's a little piece of glass.
okay, so again, Mary Beth, I'm going to pull down with my hand here on this small piece and hold the piece that I don't want with my grousers. Here we go. So, I mean, I'm not sure. There's something. I mean, is that what you're looking for, hon? I mean, I'm not real sure
Bird beaks.
what you're looking for.
Bird beaks.
Yeah, bird beaks. So even on this red piece of glass, we can get a bird beak. So you know, here's the thing. What you probably want to do when you're cutting bird beaks, and this is what I do, is I go ahead and cut
Mary, please.
the point. And then we're just going to pull down and away. So now if you get that, then you can drop back and cut it the length that you need it, like that. Now that's a pretty good bird beak. The other thing is, you know, is a lot of you won't even take the time to try and cut that. You'll try and grind it. It's much easier to cut it, and it definitely looks better in the window when you take the time to cut it rather than to grind it. So.
Nina says she loves her leponettes. Okay, Max said maybe this will be a better explanation. Say I have a large 10 by 5 rectangular piece for my design. Right at the bottom middle of the rectangle, I need to cut out a small triangle that's 2 by 3.
Who drew that? Who drew that?
Who drew that?
Yeah, so if you're in the bottom corner and you need to do that, and this is your cutting skills need to be up there if you're going to try and take something like this out. Okay, so your cutting skills really need to be on their game. And I don't know if I can get it either. you know, but if I can get this out,
And go up.
oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting my pliers adjusted here.
Carol said we should mark our sheet, our top, so we can see where to put the glass marker. We'll do that, Carol.
Okay, that started. I heard just that little run, even over Miss Mary's little bark. Okay. Y'all want to know the most annoying sound in the glass studio? There it is.
We could be here for a while.
Yeah, well, I think it's already started to run the other direction. So
Okay,
I'm pretty sure I messed this piece up.
okay.
So anyway. That'll be $25, my friend. No, I'm just kidding. But so if you need to take that out, what you want to make sure that you're going to do if you need to take out that triangle, number one is practice a couple times on your practice a couple times. Thanks, Magali. You're awful funny here. So what you want to do is practice a couple times on some window glass, and you can do that. And if you'll take and make sure that I'm just gonna draw this, but you can't cut it like that, okay? But you can cut it like that. You get that tiny little curve right there. That radius is exactly what you want to do, okay? And then remember, once you tap it out a little bit, the most important part to get that out, and you saw me do it, was to turn your running pliers over and squeeze ever so slightly. So what you're doing is you're breaking the glass this way, and then you're breaking the glass this way. And when you do that, it comes right out. It just falls right out.
Well, thank you, Ed. That was quite the cut. I must say, I'm very impressed, and I think you impressed everybody as well.
I don't do it to impress people.
What are you cutting now?
Just moving this out of the way.
Okay.
I'm just moving it out of the way in case there's something else that we need to do. That's all.
Okay.
I got quite the
think
mess
we got-
here tonight, Barb.
I know it. I think I got all the questions answered.
Did we?
If we have any more, oh, here's one. No, that's not a question, but wouldn't it be easier just to cut it up from a corner? I don't know. Yeah, it would be. I guess.
I guess it would be. Sometimes y'all have to think about things because I
Yeah.
can just throw something out there and we would try to make it right for you rather than just throwing something.
Okay, I want to thank everyone for the super stickers tonight. We really appreciate, and the new members, thank you so much for joining. Those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. We're probably at 28,000.
28,000 subscribers, I
yes.
think. I don't have my phone with me, but
We
yeah.
hope you guys have a great week. And we'll see you here next Monday at 7 o'clock.
And don't forget, Viewer Showcase. So it's viewershowcase@gmail.com.
And
Is that right?
That's right. That is right. And so I want to thank everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Mary says thank you, too.
And we'll see you next one.
Hi,
Next week.
Thank you, guys.
See you later. Bye-bye.